Welcome to the HMG Executive Leadership Spotlight. Here's our host, Hunter Muller.
Hello and welcome to HMG Spotlight. I'm here with Noni Azhar, Senior Vice President and IT Director at Podium. Noni, great to have you here and congratulations for being a 2024 HMG Global Leadership Institute CIO recognized recipient.
Thank you, Hunter. Great to be here. Great to be chatting with you and appreciate it.
Hey, tell us a little bit about Podium, why you got attracted to Podium and the vision and mission of the company.
So Podium is a company that's dedicated to supporting SMB, local stores, and really focused on supporting them from meeting all their needs in one platform, be it payments, be it reviews, be it campaigns. We recently launched a phones product. And to me, I'd done consumer, done enterprise, never done SMB. And that's kind of what first got me interested. And then really kind of post-COVID, where it is the SMB market that's felt the most pain, I was really attracted to that mission where not only do we get successful as a company, but we help the SMB players really come back on their feet and continue and be a part of their success on their journey. And that mission attracted me and, really resonates with me.
Great stuff. And challenges that you've had, challenges that you took on, and things that you're working on right now.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of admitted now that this is kind of where I gravitate to. So, growth company, Podium, IT applications is usually invested later on, and kind of same thing here at Podium. So joining, there were a lot of things as we're kind of on our path to becoming a public company, the challenges of getting an applications team, getting an IT team that can not only meet the needs, but also kind of be that strategic, forward-thinking, proactive organization, and also lay down the table stakes from a compliance, security perspective. And I think that's the challenge when you have a lean team, lots to do, but that's where my econ classes, where demand's always going to be greater than supply, kind of is beneficial, and you kind of really learn to focus on the right priorities. And that's kind of what we've done here at Podium as well.
Hey, are you doing some exciting innovation initiatives or things with AI?
Yeah, I think definitely that is the buzzword and the kind of the in thing. And we kind of within using open AI and some of the other AI technologies are focused on automation, which again always is a theme for IT to really take the work out of the work, as I like to say, and really focus on automation. And some of the things that we're working on is helping the account management team, looking at some automation in terms of opportunity creation and taking that work out and giving that time back to sales team to really focus on closing deals and getting more deals that they can work on. And then kind of down the road also, again, some of the table stakes that we're kind of looking to fix is how do we get more integration and then kind of leverage some of the automation and partnering with our data analytics team to see how we can leverage some more AI machine learning as we think about our architecture across key tools like Snowflake and Salesforce.
When you think about partners really matter. What matters to you most when you select your key partners that develops your enterprise architecture?
I think, the technology and kind of the solution is what gets a partner to the table. But I think that's not there are a lot of great technical solutions out there. It's really that strategic thought partner that's going to partner proactively, see the challenges and kind of think ahead in terms of their product roadmap, but also be there when kind of, issues occur. And as kind of we're thinking about the strategy and really not focus just on their solution, but on our architecture and kind of, partner in terms of our ecosystem. And if things break, in the digital SaaS world, there's a lot of connections where you're stitching these different solutions together. And I'm looking for a partner that's not going to point fingers if something breaks, but be there and help us fix, even if kind of the issue is beyond their system. And then really what's coming down the road and partner with us to prepare for that in terms of what's kind of on their roadmap, what our needs are, and really be proactive about that. That's kind of what I look for.
How would you characterize your leadership style and how you build a high-performing team and culture?
Yeah, I think for me, there are three things that are essential. One is authentic. I'm always going to be myself. I think that really is just who I am. And I think that's definitely a key focus in terms of my leadership style. And then just being direct and transparent. Like, and as I tell everybody in the team both ways, like I want to hear things that I'm not doing well, and I don't want anybody to hesitate to share that, because like best ideas should always win, and that's kind of where we move forward as an organization, as a company, and then everybody individually as well. And then really empathetic. I think understanding that people are going through different things professionally, personally, and I think post-COVID, that's even the lines between professional and kind of personal has even blurred more, and really being there for the team. And that's not something that you do in a moment. That's just something that you have to be all the time. And I think that to me is critical in terms of really truly caring about everybody in the team and caring about their career, not just within my team currently, but beyond. And sometimes that means that people outgrow their role and find a better role that helps them grow further. And I think to me, those are, again, really important, is being authentic, being direct, transparent, and being empathetic.
Noni, we're studying visionary leadership and visionary leaders. How do you create a vision with the business, with the C-suite, that's compelling and holistic and complete?
Yeah, I think you got to approach it from solving from a people, process, technology triangle, and not just one side of that, and really kind of looking at it holistically, and then proactively sharing, right? Like being embedded within the business as the business is thinking about their challenges, and having a technical team like an IT applications team really there to kind of have those conversations more proactively than reactively. Because I think when you're reactive, you kind of get pigeonholed into thinking about one system or one problem, but really having those conversations, like what's behind the curtain, and let's collectively look at that and solve that. And I think some of the things that really help is like having regular meetings where we can not just discuss what's going on now, but what are we thinking collectively about the future. Having regular steering committee and QBRs that are not geared towards just sharing metrics, sharing progress on projects. Those can be done asynchronously, but really focused on what's the next challenge, what's the next priority that we're looking to solve collectively across that technology, people, process triangle. And I think that to me, having those regular touch points, having those conversations where you kind of think about that outside of the general work that's going on with his projects, tickets, I think that helps people A, think more creatively, B, think more holistically, and then thirdly, and most importantly, prioritize collectively what we're going to do, and more importantly, what we're not going to do, because there are a lot of things that could be done.
Well said. I've often said it's the best time ever to be in business and technology. It's quite thrilling, the impact, the potential for generative AI and a complete automated intelligent enterprise. What are your thoughts on innovation today and the future?
Yeah, I think that's honestly one of the aspects of my job that I really enjoy. Like things change quickly, and it's not boring and monotonous. And I think that really keeps me going. And right now, definitely AI and how we embed AI into solutions, I think is definitely very exciting. I think as IT leaders, we kind of have to think about it not just from the solution perspective, but thinking about some of the compliance, security, data policies, et cetera, perspective. And I think, moving forward, how we kind of, once AI is kind of in the application architecture solutions, like what does the world look like beyond that, in terms of some of the aspects of machine learning, in terms of some of the automations that come up, and then how do some of the key pillars systems like Salesforce, Snowflake, Workday, NetSuites of the world, like once we have those automated, what does that mean for some of the smaller players in terms of like leading less SaaS, less point solutions, and maybe having bigger platforms and having more automation and AI built on top of that to maintain, as opposed to having like hundreds of systems that you're kind of maintaining. I think that's what I'm looking forward to seeing how that hashes out in the future.
And Noni, cybersecurity is so important. What are you doing now to make sure the enterprise is safe and secure?
Yeah, I think that's critical, right? And I think that's where, again, you have to be ahead of the game in terms of the solutions, ahead in terms of like, people are usually the weakest link in terms of like making sure they have the necessary training, the know-how, and then really in our case, like some of the table stakes that we're also making sure that we get right in terms of being a growth company where, growth is kind of the important focus. You got to double down the speed in terms of the proactiveness, in terms of security, and some of the things, again, partnering with our security and compliance team to make sure that we're, again, ahead of the curve, making sure, we have the right policies and standards in place, and then kind of implementing them as far as like whether it's assets, whether it's our applications, whether it's physical security, and making sure all those aspects are covered holistically. And again, I think the key thing there is like building that roadmap where we focus on the right priorities across all the teams, as opposed to like people steering the ship in different directions.
Hey, Noni, excellent insights. Congratulations on being a 2024 HMG Global Leadership Institute IT Director of the Year, and congratulations to you, your team, and your company.
Thank you, Hunter. Really enjoyed our conversation and appreciate it.